What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. So, we had an earlier hands-on side-by-side comparison between the Xiaomi Mi 9T as well as the Moto One Zoom, and you guys had a lot of questions and feedbacks in regards to those two devices. Well, after having used the Moto One Zoom for a little while now, I can actually give you an honest opinion as far as which device I like more. From a performance standpoint, right off the bat, these devices I personally feel are pretty equal. Obviously, processor wise, the Mi 9T has a little bit of an advantage with a newer processor. However, the one in the Motorola One Zoom works perfectly well unless you had them side by side. You would not even be able to tell a difference between them. That's just honestly how I've seen it and how my day to day operations are. In addition to that, I do use my phone a lot heavier than a lot of people would do, whether it's for review purposes or just my personal messaging and use carrier. Um, I gotta say, guys, this Moto One Zoom, even though it's a little more expensive, I think the camera quality is definitely much better than the one on the Xiaomi Mi 9T. I do like the always on display on the Mi 9T over this little pulsing display that you get. I think the fingerprint reader on both are pretty snappy. Maybe a little edge to the Xiaomi on that one, as you can see there. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. Not too bad. As far as holding a cell signal as well, I would have to give that to Motorola. I've had nothing but great service coverage while I've been using this. I've had LTE everywhere. Whereas, obviously, because this is an international phone, it's not really made for sale in the US. It does have some hindrance sometimes with our local bands, and it doesn't have as many as the Moto One. So, for everyone in the US, this is something huge to keep in mind. If you want to make sure you have more bands and proper bands, definitely look into the Motorola One Zoom. As far as design and build quality, I love this look, and I've said this in all of my Moto One Zoom videos. The kind of glossed backing here, the 4 quad camera setup, and the way it kind of does cover fingerprints a lot better. I do like this design much more than the Xiaomi Mi 9T. Additionally, the Moto logo that kind of lights up for your LED notifications, I think that is much more beneficial than how Xiaomi implemented it on the top of the pop-up camera. The display itself, I have to say, looks a little more vivid on the Xiaomi. You are getting that full screen display instead of the teardrop notch. It doesn't impact me at all. I do think the borders are a little tinier on the Mi 9T, but again, we're splitting hairs at this point. You are getting a little more RAM. I think you have 6 gigs in this as opposed to the 4 on the Moto One Zoom. You are getting, though, a 128 standard storage option on that. Something to keep in mind. Both these phones, as far as battery life goes, work flawlessly. I don't see anybody having an issue getting less than a full day's usage out of it. And for most of you guys, you'll be able to pull a day and a half to 2 days without having to reach for your charger. Speaking of charger, the way these two charge, they both have 18 watt fast charging. I believe they both even have 4,000 milliamp hour batteries. These two phones are equal in that regard. They charge just as quickly. So you don't have to use that as a differentiating factor. Aside from that, speaker quality is about even. You are getting that traditional bottom firing speaker, whereas opposed to Moto has it on top and you have that single upward firing speaker. So again, between you guys, leave a comment down below. Look-wise, which do you like better? Do you kind of like this two-toned, shiny, glossy back on the Mi 9T? Or do you like Motorola's kind of almost frosted look on the Moto Zoom? Aside from that, I've done the camera sample tests on the One and on the 9T. You can check out that in another video if you'd like. But between these two devices, it's really personal preference. I really do like the Moto One Zoom at the end of the day. Right now for $400, I think it's a great deal. You can probably find the Mi 9T for maybe $300 at this point on Amazon. So just keep that in mind. You are going to sacrifice cellular bands if you are here in the US. If you're international, that obviously doesn't factor into the equation at all. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Which one of these two phones are you going to pick up as your new mid-range daily driver? Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned to the channel. We're going to have a lot more videos coming up, actually tomorrow, with the new Apple Watch Series 5 and the new iPhone 11 Pro Max as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. Till next time.